Hi guys, Olive here today to tell you what is on my July 2018 TBR. With only a few exceptions to this rule, I designed this TBR to be extremely fun. I am just in the mood to have fun with the books that I am reading, so I tried to pick up more lighthearted things that I can just enjoy myself with. I have only just recently concluded all of my traveling for work, so I'm really in the mood to get some good momentum going with my reading and just enjoy the summer. But of course, I will still be working through both my classics TBR and my young professional TBR. The classic that I will be reading for July is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins, and I will be buddy reading this one with Britta. This will be the third buddy read that Britta and I have done together since the beginning of the year. She expressed an interest in reading some of the classics off of my classics TBR with me, so we've been reading exclusively classics together. The Moonstone is widely considered to be the very first detective novel, which I am super in the mood for right now, so I can't wait to get started. And the book that I will be reading off of my young professional TBR is The Lords of Finance, The Bankers Who Broke the World by Liaquat Ahmed. This is a history book that takes a close look at decisions that were made by a small number of central bankers in the 1920s that ended up setting the stage for the Great Depression and, as a consequence, for World War II. This is one that I've been meaning to read for a very long time. Another book that I've been intending to read for quite some time now is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I have this one on Audible. I have had it for a very long time, and I think it's about time I listen to it. A nonfiction pick for July will be Poseidon's Steed, The Story of Seahorses from Myth to Reality by Helen Scales. As you may be able to tell from the shirt that I am wearing, seahorses are my absolute favorite animal, and I've been meaning to read this book for a really long time, but I keep doing that delayed gratification thing where I'm so positive that I will love this book that I just keep putting it off. I know that doing that doesn't make any sense at all and that I really need to stop doing that, so I'm picking this book up this month. A new release that I have on pre-order that I will be picking up as soon as it arrives is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This is the new fantasy book due to be released on July 10th from the author of Uprooted, which is one of my favorite books of all time. From what I hear, Spinning Silver is another reimagining of a fairy tale, but where Uprooted was a reimagining of The Beauty and the Beast, Spinning Silver is a different take on Rumpelstiltskin. I don't even think I need to say it, but I will say it anyway. I cannot wait to pick this book up. Another nonfiction book that I am planning to pick up in July is called What the F? What Swearing Reveals About Our Language, Our Brains, and Ourselves by Benjamin Bergen. I know that there are quite a few people who aren't a big fan of using swear words or hearing swear words, and although I typically don't use swear words on this channel, I must admit that I use them quite a bit when I am not on the internet. I personally really enjoy single-handedly dismantling the myth that if you use swear words, you don't have a good vocabulary. Fight me. But whether or not you make the choice to use swear words, the fact that we have them, that there are a particular set of words that are supposedly off limits or are not acceptable in certain social situations is fascinating to me. So I will be very curious to learn the psychology behind the use of swear words in this book. I am also planning to pick up City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. This is a YA mystery novel set in Kenya. I must admit, I was primarily interested in reading this book because of the cover, but I've been hearing great things about this one as well. And as you may be able to tell from some of the books that I've been picking up recently, this is the time of year that I most enjoy reading YA. A book that I just recently hauled but could not wait to get into is Viper Wine by Hermione Eyre. As I said in my most recent haul video, this is a mixture of historical fiction and fantasy. It takes place in the 17th century, where many women are starting to take this anti-aging elixir. Our main character's husband can see into the future. It seems like a really weird but amazing mix of genres, and I just can't wait to read it. Another book from my most recent haul that I will be reading in July is The Mambo Kings Play Songs of Love by Oscar Huelos. This book is about two musician brothers who moved from Cuba to New York City in the 1950s, seeking fame and fortune. From everything I hear about this book, it sounds like the perfect summer read. This next nonfiction book that I am planning to read in July, I have picked up so recently that I haven't even had a chance to haul it yet. That is called Captive Audience on Love and Reality TV. It is my impression that this is an essay collection written by Lucas Mann, where he discusses his connection to reality TV and the different shows that he has enjoyed. It typically surprises people to find out that I am obsessed with reality television. I love more highbrow shows, but I cannot get enough of reality TV. So when I saw that this was a thing, I knew I needed to pick it up, and if I connect to it in the way that I think I will, I might end up doing a review of this one. So the only thing left to do in this TBR video is to pick my random pick off of my TBR for the month. If you've never seen me do this, what I do is go to my to-read shelf on Goodreads, sort them by number, then use a random number generator to pick 3 numbers at random. I find the books that correspond to those numbers. Those are my 3 different options, and I select one to read for the month. Option number 1 is The Picnic at Hanging Rock by Joan Lindsay. Since I'm already planning to read The Moonstone this month, I don't think I'm going to pick this one. Option number 2 is yet another one from my most recent haul, and that is The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert. And option number 3 is Feathers, The Evolution of a Natural Miracle by Thor Hansen. I've been meaning to pick up another book on birds for a while now, so I'm going to go with this one. So those are all the books that I'm planning to read in July. As always, these plans may change depending on what I have going on in the month, but as I said, I am done traveling, so I should have plenty of time to read, but I do know that Booktubathon is starting at the end of the month, so might need to shift some things around so I can fully participate. If you have read any of these books, if you've heard about them, or if you now want to read them after hearing me talk about them, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Or if you'd like to chat somewhere other than YouTube, I am on a variety of different places on social media, and the links to all of my profiles are linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!